As you can see, Arizona Senator John McCain has the floor.
By voice vote to the confirmation of Senator Hillary Clinton to be the next Secretary of State of the United States of America.
Mr. President, reserving the right to object. Let me just, I'm in that very strange position here of wanting to protect the prerogatives of the minority, which is an important part of how we work here, but at the same time completely supporting the senator from Arizona. So I'll balance this out for a moment and you can't.
With this, Senator Yeo, while that unanimous consent motion is being considered, perhaps my other colleagues,
if we could ask for just a forbearance on the unanimous consent, and perhaps it'd be more appropriate if Senator Cornyn or some other, someone from the other side of the aisle were willing to lodge that objection, because I'm personally very uncomfortable doing so.
Well, let me just say to my colleague, I just had a conversation with Senator Cornyn, and he does not object to that.
Well, I was going to ask for the same thing at the end of the comments, but I wanted to first see if he was prepared to clear it. Why don't we, Mr. President, could I ask if the senator would withhold his unanimous consent request just for a moment, if the senator from Maine could be permitted to speak, and we'll see if we can jump through this hoop.
Mr. President, I yield the floor.
Thank you. Mr. President.
Well, it looks like a pretty odd moment, wouldn't you say? It looks like the two senators, Kerry and McCain, are just trying to figure out the way to move forward with what we know is going to happen here, and that's a vote to confirm Hillary Clinton as the next Secretary of State. It looks like a situation where John Kerry is wanting to protect the prerogatives of everyone who might want to speak about this process and speak on this nomination, while Arizona's John McCain is suggesting that it is time to move forward with the vote. I suspect that this will be taken care of in just a couple of minutes, and perhaps before the top of the hour we will have a vote on the nomination to confirm Hillary Clinton as the next Secretary of State. That was a touch odd.
There was just a fascinating moment on the Senate floor. We saw it for the very first time since his presidential campaign. John McCain go on the Senate floor and speak out in favor of hurrying up this vote for Hillary Clinton. You know, he had spoken very fondly of Hillary Clinton during the campaign. In part, that was because he was trying to get her voters, but it's also because he has, in talking to people who are close to him, a deep admiration for Hillary Clinton. So he is trying to move up this vote by basically just a few hours, but he's also trying to make a point that he is going to help Hillary Clinton and more broadly the Obama administration where he can. And this is an area where he clearly thinks that he has common interests, and that is making Hillary Clinton Secretary of State.
All right, definitely we need a Secretary of State. There's a lot to deal with at this point, that's for sure. Dana Bash, okay, great. Thank you so much.
All of us are about to get a new Secretary of State. What's likely to be, Jill, her first order of priority?
Well, she'll be here tomorrow, as we know, and ceremony over here at the State Department, getting to work. And you'd have to say the first thing would be working on the Middies. That's the crucial issue, but there's a lot more on her plate.
All right, Jill, thanks very much. Jill Doherty over at the State Department. We'll cover that swearing-in, formal swearing-in ceremony over at the State Department tomorrow. But Hillary Clinton is the Secretary of State of the United States right now. She was confirmed by a lopsided 94-2 vote by the full Senate earlier today.